Hey, One More World Entertainment, and Robert Pattinson is giving an update regarding the Batman Part 2, which, as you can see here, it's set to have 11 weeks of night shoots. Now, this comes from the stunt coordinator. The stunt coordinator apparently has told Robert Pattinson, brace yourself, because the schedule for us is 11 weeks of nights. So, the work around what he'll be doing in the Batsuit looks like it's going to be at least 2 months of night shoots, and it's like, whew. Now, he's also joking about not actually having the full schedule yet, and he's talking about going back into the gym, working out, prepping for the role, which comes up in this article that we'll look at about kind of, it's funny that he's saying that, being the fact that there was the backlash with the first movie when he did that nonchalant thing of, I'm not even bothering working out for this role, and people kind of went nuts about that, which made sense because it was the case that you're playing Batman, you need to look and be Batman. So we'll have a look at the article. So the movie is starting to move forward, so we're gonna dive into this and take a look. So the Batman Part 2 is finally filming after years of delays, and Robert Pattinson's latest comments give fans an idea of just how brutal the shoot is going to be. Speaking in a new GQ profile before cameras started rolling, Pattinson teased the long-awaited sequel, revealed a brutal-sounding production schedule, and said he was already back in training for his return as Gotham's Dark Knight. The GQ, I think it was GQ, where he did that interview with the first movie where he was saying, like, I'm not even bothering working out. They gave me weights to do in my hotel room and stuff, and I didn't bother, which of course was during COVID as well. So I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it was with GQ. So Pattinson said he recently heard from the stunt team about what the shoot is going to involve, and it sounds rough. According to the actor, the stunt coordinator told him to get ready for 11 weeks of nights, meaning nearly 3 months of overnight filming. For a Batman movie, that tracks. Matt Reeves' first film leaned hard into Gotham's rain-soaked, late-night crime story feel, and it sounds like the sequel won't be moving away from that approach, which is good as well because you don't particularly want Batman running around during the daytime, which they did have small bits of him as the sun was coming up in the Batman, which, yeah, the way they did the colour grading, it somewhat worked, but I still don't like seeing Batman out in the daytime. And of course, The Dark Knight Rises had Batman fight Bane out in the middle of the street in the bloody sunshine, basically. It was like, yeah, it was a bit off-putting. I don't like my Batmans in the daytimes, unless your name is Adam West, because that was the only Batman that should be running around in the daytime. So Pattinson joked that he still hadn't even received the official schedule yet, but the fact that the stunt team is already warning him about the night shoots is a strong sign the movie is moving into serious prep. Now, that's funny that they say it's moving into serious prep. They've clearly been doing serious prep, because we've already seen the test footage or whatever that was with the Batmobile that Matt Reeves put out. Not to mention, we've already seen that stunt being performed, or at least being tried or tested, with who appears to going to be Batman on top of the Gotham PD squad car. So they've already been doing some serious prep. So Pattinson also told GQ he is training again, using a home gym as he gets ready to put the Batsuit back on. The detail is worth pointing out because Pattinson's physique became a talking point around the first movie, because again, he sat there and said he wasn't putting on any size and all of this stuff. Look, these priest things are back again. What is with the ads for priest stuff? And why, in, of all things, God's name, are they so expensive? Is this like fancy dress, or is this actual priest shit? I don't know. I swear to God, people, the adverts on the internet lately have become weird. If it's not this, it's like mature dating and to hook up with women in their 50s and shit. And it's like, what? I don't know. It's so strange. And have you seen that weird ad that pops up on YouTube all the time? What's the site called? Is it Tango or something? I don't know whether it's a dating site or what it is, but I keep seeing the bloody ads for it. I think it's called Tango. It's something weird. We're kind of going off topic here, but let's get back on the topic. The actor previously pushed back on the idea that he didn't work out for the Batman, saying he trained consistently despite joking in interviews that he wasn't taking the usual superhero workout routine seriously. This time the training is right there in the profile. Pattinson is preparing for the role, and with 11 weeks of nights ahead, he'll probably need it. So, what's this? The Batman Part 2 appears to be shooting in London. Prior to the start of filming, Pattinson also indicated the sequel will shoot in London near the what? Livingston studios, where Warner Brothers is producing the new Harry Potter series with Black Snape and all that craziness. That led to a funny full circle moment for Pattinson, who played Cedric Diggory in the original Harry Potter movies. Wasn't he only in one? I don't remember him being in more than one, and he died in it as well. He was only in the one, wasn't he? Or was he in more than one? I can't remember. He's in the one anyway. That was, like, for the most part, the most boring one until Deathly Hallows Part 1 came out. They really shouldn't have split that into two. It just kind of... Yeah. Which Batmobile is the best? 89 Batmobile. Duh. Well, he noted there is a school on the lot for children actors and joked that it might end up being where his young daughter first goes to school. I'm assuming he's talking about his actual child. Does he have a child? I didn't know Robert Pattinson had a kid. Unless he's... I don't know. Why the Batman sequel has taken so long, blah, blah, blah. We kind of know all that crap. So, it's basically the stunt people, the coordinators have explained to him, look, we're going to be doing night shoots and we're going to be doing a lot of them. So, we're literally going to be doing night stuff for 11 weeks. Now, if it's the stunt coordinators talking about that, that would kind of indicate to me anyway that it's 11 weeks of stunt work at night as opposed to just filming at night. So, because otherwise, why would the stuntman be saying it? It'd be a bit weird. It's going to be interesting to see if they're filming, of course, if they're filming around London and Liverpool, and I would assume they'll do a bit in Scotland like they did with the first movie. I have no doubt we'll start seeing the actors out on the streets again. So I always think they should possibly combat that by just immediately get a photo of him in the suit, whether it's a slightly altered suit or not, whatever, and just put it out there for the world to see straight away, in which are like official the Batman Part 2 begins production type of thing. You know, like James Gunn did that with the Lex Luthor suit. It's not a great picture or anything, and he really doesn't have an eye for these promotional images, but at least he puts the images out there prior to you seeing the suits and stuff on the set. Apparently there is a new video of behind the scenes video of Lex Luthor, Nicholas Hoult, in that suit out on the street in a fight. What's funny as well is the article that shows that has like, he's fighting, and then it puts in big words, spoiler. And then you read the article and there's no spoiler because they haven't a clue. They're like, he gets dragged through a hole in a building. We're assuming it's possibly Brainiac. And it's like, so it's not a spoiler because you don't fucking know, you idiots. But this will be interesting to see what we get when we get it. What kind of things they'll be doing that's going to take 11 weeks of night shoots. It's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. So, let us know what you think. Are you looking forward to it? And of course, what do you think will involve 11 weeks of night shoots? Do you think it will just be stunts, or do you think there'll be more to it? Let me know what you feel. And with that, I shall leave it there for this one. So do like and share and subscribe and all of that good stuff. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.